Welcome back to the Listing Beast podcast, the #1 resource for real estate agents who are done with buyer burnout and ready to dominate listings. I'm your host, Brendan Bartic, top listing strategist, founder of Listing Beast, and coach to thousands of wonderful agents worldwide. If you're tired of cold calls, competing on price, and praying for referrals, and you're ready to have sellers calling you, each episode delivers proven strategies, powerful scripts, and tactical systems that transform ordinary agents into top producing listing beasts. Ready to work less and earn more and build a predictable referral-driven business? Then you're in the right place. Let's dive in. What if I told you that the fastest path to failure in real estate isn't what you think? Most agents are spreading themselves too thin across 8 different lead sources, sometimes 10, even 12. They're jumping from social media ads to expired listings to door knocking, never mastering a single approach. But here's what top producers know that struggling agents don't. The secret isn't doing more things, it's doing one thing exceptionally well. Today, I'm going to show you the exact lead source strategy that separates 7-figure agents from those stuck on the real estate roller coaster. But before we dive in, make sure you grab our free resource that breaks down the 5 money models of a listing beast, and you can find that in the description below. This will give you the complete framework for building a predictable, scalable listing business, and it's free. So here's a harsh reality that most agents refuse to face. If you're constantly switching between lead sources hoping something will finally stick, you're playing a losing game. You're not building a business, you're building chaos. The most successful agents I know have one thing in common. They've mastered what I call the expert listing lead funnel. And it all starts with step 1, choosing your lead source. This isn't just about picking any lead source, it's about strategically selecting the one source that will become your listing goldmine. So let me paint you a picture of what failure looks like in real estate lead generation. You wake up on Monday morning and decide to start calling and working expired listings. Then Tuesday, you're posting on social media trying to get engagement. Wednesday, you're door knocking in a neighborhood you've never been to before. Thursday, you're sending direct mail to a list you bought online. And then Friday, you're wondering why none of this is working. Sound familiar? This is what I call the lead source lottery. You're essentially gambling with your time, energy, and money, hoping that one of these random activities will magically produce a listing. But here's the brutal truth. This approach is designed to fail. When you spread yourself across multiple lead sources, you never develop the expertise needed to truly excel at any of them. You become a jack of all trades, master of none, and think about it like this. Imagine you're trying to become a professional athlete. Would you spend one day practicing basketball, the next day working on tennis, and then switch to golf, and then maybe try swimming? Of course not. You'd pick one sport and dedicate yourself to mastering every aspect of it. The same principle applies to lead generation. The agents who consistently generate 50, 75, even 100 plus listings per year aren't doing it by accident. They're not lucky. They're not more charismatic than you. They're simply committed to mastering one proven lead source. So what does the expert listing lead funnel actually look like? Well, it's a 4-step system designed for consistency and scalability. Let me break down each step for you. Step 1, we have to master a lead source, one lead source. This is where most agents get it wrong from the very beginning. You think more is better. They believe that if they cast a wider net, they'll catch more fish. But the opposite is true. The key to success is committing to one proven lead source, mastering it completely, and scaling it before you even think about adding another. Extraordinary results are directly determined by how narrow you can make your focus. Broad equals broke, specific equals sales. And when you focus on one lead source, several powerful things happen. First, you develop deep expertise in that specific area. You learn the nuances, the timing, the objections, and the best practices. Second, you become known in your market for that particular approach. If you're the expired listing expert, people start referring expired listings to you. If you're the geographic farming specialist, you become the go-to agent for that area. So, third, you can systematize and scale your efforts. When you're doing the same activity repeatedly, you can create templates, scripts, processes that make you incredibly efficient. Step 2, you have to capture contact information. Here's something that'll shock you. A lead is completely worthless if you don't capture their complete contact information. Yet most agents treat lead capture as an afterthought. They have casual conversations, exchange business cards that get lost, or rely on people to call them back. That's amateur hour. The best listing agents aren't just generating interest, they're building databases. Whether it's going through online leads, golden letters, circle prospecting, direct mail, your system should automate lead capture and make it seamless. Every single person who shows even the slightest interest in your services should end up in your database with complete contact information. Think of it this way: your database is your business. Without a systemized way to capture and organize leads, you don't have a business, you have a hobby. And then step 3, we have to then cultivate the relationship. And this is very, very important. This is where the magic happens and where most agents completely drop the ball. Even when they do lead capture, they don't follow up consistently. You're leaving massive amounts of money on the table. The secret to converting a lead into a listing isn't some fancy presentation or slick marketing material. It's a strong, systematic follow-up process that provides value. The best agents don't just follow up once and hope for the best. They have structured processes for nurturing relationships until sellers are ready to list. It's never if, it's always when. This means multiple touch points, calls, text, emails, handwritten notes. It means providing consistent value, market updates, home valuation, proven success stories, proof that you've done a great job. It means staying on top of mind so when they're ready to sell, you're the only logical choice. Most sellers aren't ready to list the moment you first contact them. They might be thinking about it, researching their options, or waiting for the right time. Your job is to be there throughout the entire decision-making process. And of course, step 4. Now we have to close for the appointment. Without a strong close, all your lead generation efforts meant absolutely nothing. This is the moment of truth. Are you asking for the appointment consistently? Do you have a bulletproof script to move sellers from just curious to ready to list? Are you overcoming objections and confidently leading sellers to the next step? The best listing agents have a predictable system to secure appointments every week, week after week, month after month. They don't hope for appointments. They don't wait for sellers to be ready. They create urgency and guide the conversation towards a natural close. I know what it feels like to want more listings, but it's really hard when you don't know where to find them, how to list them, and how to get them sold in the first weekend. That's why today's episode is powered by listingbeast.com, the proven certification program that's helping agents like you get more listings, make more per client, and receive endless referrals from raving fans. If you're serious about earning $100,000 a month every single month from listings, head straight to listingbeast.com and book a call with my team to apply. Now, back to the show. Now, let's talk about how to actually implement this system, because knowing what to do and actually doing it are two completely different things. The first decision you need to make is which lead source you're going to master. This isn't a decision you should make lightly or change frequently. You're making a commitment to become the absolute best in your market at this particular approach. Here are the criteria you should use to make this decision. First, does it align with your natural strengths and personality? If you're naturally outgoing and love meeting new people, then circle prospecting might be perfect for you, or networking groups. If you're more analytical and detail-oriented, working expired listings could be your sweet spot. If you're tech savvy and understand digital marketing and online lead generation, it might be the way to go. Second, is there proven demand in your market? Some lead sources work better in certain markets than others. Geographic farming works in established neighborhoods with great regular turnover. Expired listings work well in markets with lots of activity. New construction leads work in growing markets that actually have development. Third, can you commit the necessary time and resources? Different lead sources require different levels of investment and time. Some require more time than others, and others require more money. Some require both. Be honest about what you can realistically commit to for the next 90 days minimum. Once you've chosen your lead source, you need to build a system around it to capture every single lead. This doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. It can be simple as a Google Sheet or as sophisticated as a very detailed full CRM system. The key, though, is consistency. Every lead gets captured with the same information: name, phone number, email address, property address, timeline, and motivation. And then we connect with them on social to build that deeper relationship. No exceptions. No, I'll remember to add them later, right? No, they said they'll call me back. Every lead, every time, captured immediately. This is where most agents fail miserably. They capture the lead, make one follow-up call, and then give up when the person doesn't answer or isn't ready immediately. You need a systematic approach that continues to provide value and lots of value over time. So here's a simple but effective sequence. Day 1, immediate response within 5 minutes of initial contact. Day 3, value-driven follow-up with market information. Week 1, personal check-in call. Week 2, relevant market update or success story. Month 1, comprehensive market report. Month 2, personal note or small gift. Month 3, another market update. And this continues until they either list with you, someone else, or tell you to stop contacting them. Most agents give up after 1 or 2 attempts. The money is in the follow-up. Let me share some advanced strategies that separate the top 1% of agents from everyone else. When you focus on one lead source and become exceptionally good at it, something really powerful happens. You start to be seen as the authority in that area. If you're the expired listing expert, other agents start referring their expireds to you. If you're the geographic farming specialist, people in that area start recommending you to their neighbors. The authority positioning creates a compound effect. The better you get, the more referrals you'll receive. The more referrals you receive, the more expertise you develop. It becomes a self-reinforcing cycle of success. And once you've mastered your chosen lead source and you've consistently are generating listings from it, then and only then should you consider adding a second source. But here's the key. If you don't abandon your first source, right? You don't ever go, I'm going to jump from this to that one. You're not going to abandon the first source. You systematize it so thoroughly that it continues to produce results with minimal ongoing effort. This might mean hiring an assistant to handle the initial contact and follow-up. It might mean creating automated systems that nurture leads without your direct involvement. It might mean training a team member to execute your proven process. The goal is to create a machine that continues to generate listings while you focus on mastering the second lead source. When you follow this approach consistently, something amazing happens. Your business starts to compound. Year 1, you might generate 20 listings from your chosen lead source. Year 2, with improved systems and growing authority, you might generate 35. Year 3, with referrals and reputation, you might be generating 50 plus listings. And that's just from one lead source. Imagine what happens when you add a second systemized source, then a third. This is how agents go from struggling to survive to dominating their markets. Let me share the most common mistakes I see agents make when implementing this system. The biggest mistake is giving up on a lead source before you've truly mastered it. Most agents try something for 30, 60 days, don't see immediate results, and then switch to something else. And I can be honest, I'm guilty of this early in my career as well. This is exactly backwards. The real results come after you've been working a lead source consistently for a minimum of 6 to 12 months. That's when you've built relationships, developed expertise, and created momentum. Mistake number 2, you can't improve what you don't measure. Most agents have no idea how many leads they're generating, what their conversion rates are, or which activities are producing the best overall results. You need to track everything. Number of contacts made, leads generated, appointments set, listings taken. This data will help you optimize your approach and focus on the activities that produce the best return on investment. And then mistake number 3, we've talked about it quite a bit, inconsistent follow-up. This is probably the most expensive mistake agents make. They generate leads but don't follow up consistently. Studies show that 80% of all sales require 5 to 12 follow-up attempts, but most agents give up after 1 or 2 attempts. The fortune is in the follow-up. And then mistake number 4, not providing value. Too many agents approach follow-up as checking in or just touching base. This provides no value to the prospect. It makes you sound like every other salesy agent. Every follow-up should provide genuine value, market insights, success stories, helpful resources, or relevant information. Give them a reason to take your call and look forward to hearing from you. Here's what I want you to understand about building a successful listing business. It's not about working harder. It's about being even being more charismatic. It's not about having better marketing materials. It's about having better systems and consistent follow through. The expert listing lead funnel isn't just a nice to have strategy. It's the foundation of every successful listing business I've built and ever seen. When you master your lead source, capture every lead, cultivate every relationship systematically, and close for appointments consistently, something magical happens. You stop chasing business and start attracting it. You stop competing on price and start commanding premium commissions and fees. You stop working 7 days a week and start building a business that works for you. But here's the key. You have to commit to the process. You have to choose your lead source and stick with it long enough to see the results. You have to build systems that work even when you don't feel like working. You have to follow up consistently even when prospects don't respond immediately. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. This is a get-rich-for-sure system. And it works for anyone willing to work the process. So make sure you check out this video next on how to build a listing lead funnel that matches your authentic personality style. And if you're ready to stop playing the lead source lottery and start building a predictable listing business, make sure you grab those 5 money models of a listing beast in the description below, absolutely free. This resource will show you exactly how top agents structure their business for maximum profit and freedom. And if this video helped you see lead generation in a new way, hit that like button and subscribe for more real estate training and strategies that actually work. And let me know in the comments which lead source you're going to master first. I read every comment and I'm always here to help you succeed. Until next time, keep building your listing empire. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of the Listing Beast podcast. If today's episode helped you level up your listing game, take 30 seconds to share this episode with another agent who wants to get more listings, make more per client, and receive endless referrals from raving fans. And if you're dead serious about earning $100K a month every month from listings, head straight to listingbeast.com and book your call with my team. Our proven Listings Beast certification program can take your business from good to unstoppable. I'm Brendan Bartic, and I'll see you right back here on the Listing Beast podcast.